Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Hello, this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your DM only energies. Just looking to see what's going on with the divine masculine energies. I was about to say, let's just call a spade a spade. We really want to look at the divine masculine. Most of the time, the females don't understand it. So we really look at the divine masculine energies that's happening in the male. Okay? Or we say female too, but most of the time you all are looking for what's going on with the masculine. I know even when I'm looking at that too. So we're gonna call a spade a spade. That's why I'm gonna call it a spade a spade. We just want to know what's going on with the divine masculine. Okay, so now let me look. Hold on a second. Somebody don't belong there. Wait. Hold on a second. Let me get these cards together. This belongs over here. Hang on. That's this. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, you belong over there. This over here. Okay, so let's look at this divine masculine. Let's look at this male. Who's going to pop up today? Clear. In this divine masculine. Yeah. That's what I need to just call it a spade a spade. You just want to know that. Okay, here we go. Here's our guy. Okay, so this divine masculine energy that's in a male body. Okay. What are we dealing with? He is turning towards spirituality, beginning of understanding to see things as they truly are. Wisdom, assist others in living in good lives. Okay, so what I'm picking up from this guy is several things pops up from this one. One of them is this one is the one that is looking at seeing things for what it is. His state or his term is called "it is what it is." That's his term. You hear him use that a lot of time. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm in here because it is what it is. I'm in this third party because it is what it is. When things that happen to me, I ain't got money for the bills. It is what it is. So this is this person, I would call him the it is what it is masculine. Okay. Right now, let's see. Something tells me it might turn a little later. One thing is he is seeing it before it was from a more pessimistic point of view. Now he's looking at things like really from a spiritual is. These things happen because it helps me to grow. These things happen because it helps me to get a better understanding of, where I'm at right now, it no longer serves me. That picks up on that. He's getting wisdom about things. He's getting wise. This divine masculine male did a lot of foolish things. He didn't think. He was that type that, as I said in all my I Dream of Genie things, he leaped before he looked. And now he's saying, you know what, like the Bible said, as I was a child, I thought as a child. And so, but now I'm much older. I'm much wiser. I don't use that kind of stuff because what I did, it leads me to where I am now. And I don't like it. Okay. Assist others in living. This person is a person who is very much dependent upon by a lot of other people. You've heard other readers use that too. They like, this person is responsible. He's not only just responsible for himself, he's responsible for a lot of other people too. Okay. And so maybe some of you all might watch it. That's why I be wondering why he can't just get out of that, because he's practicing just like Jada said. He's in entanglement. He's got so many energies that he's entangled. He's like a gym shoe. It's going to like with a hard knot in it. It's going to be very hard for him to unravel and get that out. That's like with me with these nails. When I got stuff on and gym shoes like that, sometimes I say, why the hell you tied so damn tight and you got these nails on? Darn well you ain't going to be able to get it. I'm going to have to ask my mom or some stranger on the street, or if I was at school, sometimes I would take kids, hey, you gotta not tie my shoes, I can't do it. So again, it leaves you vulnerable for that, doing that. And so again, you trying to you at that point when you like that, yes, sometimes you might have to find yourself relying on other people. to help you to get out of that stuff. The point is with this divine masculine male, he's got to find out the right people to help him, because he has, if he's like any other divine masculines that I have read for, he's got a lot of people around him that's not actually truly for him. But we'll see if that will get revealed later on. So good lives, to me, when I'm looking at it, it's several things. He got into these situations because he's looking to live the good life. But now he's looking like, you know what, that definition of the good life was really, again, all this glitter is not always gold. Okay, and so this is what he's also learning about himself. Let's get a clarifier with this too. Let's get a clarifier. I see two of them popping out. So again, he's getting to the part that understanding that he's been part focused. He has not been looking at the overall picture about things. His actions that he has had has been one of, it just get me through the moment, it just that point. They used to say, again, when it was talked about males, and I don't know how true that is, that a lot of times males in their thinking were not able to do forward thinking. They're more so about the now. That's finding how to fix and get the problem and solution to things right now, and to think about how those other moving pieces is, that's more so of a female doing things that nature. But now we know, if you having those divine, if you're truly divine, that application of thought does not really apply. And really truly now males now are getting to that point, they're understanding that they can't really, that's the macho man philosophy, I just get the job done now. But understanding that now you're seeing that what you do now also has repercussions for what will happen to you later on. And a lot of men are finding out, in order to be beyond just survival mode, that kind of way of thinking is not going to work. It helps you today, but does it help you to be able to rest? Does it help you to be able to be? No, because it's always got you at this go-getter mode, this hustling mode, which is not where you want to actually be. So it's understanding that right now it's urgent. The need to turn to spirituality and really truly understand things the way they are is urgent. It's getting pushed from spirit. Like you see somebody say, this is urgent. I just seen somebody on YouTube is talking about, this is an urgent message. Please make sure you watch this. It's an urgency right now. It's a push for it, because again, collectively the divine masculines are now seeing that where they are is not working. Divinely, again, they're getting pushed because divine needs them to be at a certain place at a certain time. For the divine feminine, it's becoming urgent. If you seen my other one that I came out with the other day, that's saying the divine feminines are saying, hey dude, I'm becoming bored. Like, is this all we signing up for right now? Because I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs, and after a while, an idle mind becomes a devil workshop. Now, I was kind of really ready for this, but the more and more I sit here idly, ain't got nothing to do, just like a child, it starts saying, ooh, let me start seeing what I can kind of get into, if they're not truly anchored and focused and understanding, hey, you go figure that out. When that comes all out of your system, you clear things out for your heredity. I forgot to say that in our dream a genie. Some of us also in the divine feminines are clearing out some paternal things too. I forgot to put that. I got to make sure maybe I'll stop it and do a thing to remember to add that on to too as well. So I remember to do that. Excuse me. And so it's become very urgent. So somebody got to release something. So this is where it's at right now. Very urgent. It's urgent because, again, you about to lose one on the team if you keep on doing what you're doing. Okay. All right then. So now let's look and see what's happening in the emotions of this person, because this is different than the collective. This look like I'm kind of honing in on this one person. Okay. So what's happening with this masculine male? What's happening with them? In this masculine male, he's excited. I think he's excited about what's to come. Okay. The possibilities, they're saying. Elated, thrilled, and enthusiastic. And I think it really, if he goes on and follows through on this divine feminine will be excited as well. But he knows he still got to deal with this shameness. Now, this shame thing is, I'm saying it goes for the various women. for various things. Again, you have ashamed because of mommy issues. It's ashamed because of divine feminine issues, again judging him. And then it's also ashamed as far as the third energy, which is dealing with ashamed of the person that they're with, okay, as well. So you got three parts of being ashamed there as well. And so these are some things that he's got to deal with too as well, in order for him to get out of that. But however, he wants to, throughout all of it, he wants to feel safe, okay? So again, here's that dog here. Is this a dog or is this a cat? I'm thinking this is a dog. Okay, so again, we know that the home is where the heart is, but again, we got this lightning strike, which lets me know again that source is really putting an energetic strike. It's really striking and energizing the atmosphere to make it ripe and be ready for this to actually manifest what he actually wants to do as well. Also, but he feels again, he's been discouraged. He's been discouraged because this divine masculine feels as if he has tried this before. Okay, and in trying this before, he's fallen. Now he's kind of young kid. Now that was kind of immature thinking, the way the process that he had tried to do it before. He wasn't as mature as he is now, and so he's kind of, to me, when I look at this, is relying upon things that he had done in the past. Well, when I tried it, I fell off. When I did this happened. And so with this understanding that he's feeling discouraged because either he does not feel adequate, that didn't come out, but I think he feels like he's got still some immaturity going on, and he's not as well developed as he think he should be in order for him to make this move. So this is how he's feeling in his emotions. In his thinking, clear. In his thinking, this divine masculine, ooh, that's a lot. Okay. In his thinking, this divine masculine has been trying to get over on the glamorous life again here. He's about this material world, what everybody else is thinking about as well. He's probably maybe has done some things in order to get those things that he materials feels like to him is like having up in status, like really being higher echelon of doing things. So he's like this glamorous life here in his thinking here. But he also understands that knaves of water, emotionally, he feels like, again, to me, when the first thing I said there, it says like it's been some other people's actions that's carried him away, and it's caused him in his emotions. He's been vulnerable. He's done that. He feels like also when he thinks about the divine feminine, he's done some things, because I see scars on her that has made her feel like she's scarred and messed up too. And he feels like he's like, just come on, woman, you coming with me. That's kind of in his mind emotionally, that's some things that he's got to deal with too. How sometimes he might have taken the divine feminine with force, although he had been the ones who had given her scars as well. He understands, again, even in here, King of Earth here. To me, when I look at this, it seems like to be he has been either the manipulator or he has been manipulated in as far as to get things that he has wanted in the material things. But I see leaves here, so he understands some things had to kind of also fall away too as well. He's done some things in the earthly things that kind of really has he's up there looking to see sexually, maybe has been taunting on some things, of doing some things, flashing the little things, teasing, to kind of also get things in the material thing away too as well. He feels, again, in his actions as well, that when it comes to him in as far as the matters of the heart, some people have taken some great big pieces at his heart too as well. Well, these are new cards. I have seen these here as well. Or he might even felt like he might have to even eat his own heart out on some things too as well. And He's felt to maybe also in his actions here too, as well as this sexually, again, using his body, using his charisma, using that kind of ways there. Two ways I'm getting a fork in the road. So women have had to done that. They've taken advantage here. His overall person here feels like he's really been taken advantage of. Okay, I've been taken advantage of. He's been manipulated. A lot of women have done that on display with him. He's done that even with his own sexuality. That's put that on display too, emotionally, and you know, just people just been eating it up. Well, some of these reasons why that's been happening again is because this person likes a lot of social media, likes to put their stuff out there on blast. And I think right now when it comes to it within him, several things. Emotionally, you got to watch what you're sharing. Okay, this is one thing I'm picking up here. You know, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to, in that light there too, and to be able to celebrate your sexuality, who you are, sensuality, how you representing yourself, your vulnerability, and the way that they feel like, these ladies feel like they're empowered by it. They're empowered by doing that. Being in union, being in oneness with that. As well, and there's a comfortability. It's like, again, she's sitting on what is these stairs. Here it is, stairs again, sitting up on that. This other one's in the driver's seat. To me, this is, again, when I look at this is more so about the confidence too, as well. That's interesting. They got Aries there. This is about the confidence as well, of how you really truly showing your thing. Beforehand, this person here felt he was manipulated. He didn't have control. People told him, like a Pretty Woman, when, where, how to do it. And Julia Roberts said, no, I'm the one who tells who. I tell one whom I'm going to have sex with. They just not going to tell me how it's going to go. I say so. Okay, so this is where they are. It's a shift of being of a confidence of how it used to be, and where he wants to really see is like, I'm the boss. And that's where I feel like I want to reveal myself, and as far as in my vulnerability or in my emotions. Then let me be the boss. Let me be the one, instead of somebody else putting things on display for me. And this is what I'm feeling. I'm picking up also from them saying that a lot of times this partner that they might have been, they had put their stuff out there on social media, and it wasn't, he didn't feel like he had control over it. This third party energy that I'm picking up as well. Okay, what are some lessons that he had to learn as well? And then I'm gonna get into the private, looking to see about what's going on. What are some things? Clear. And the actions. Get out of here. You know you don't belong in there. Okay, so we got some wands. This to me looks like to be, again, getting ready to set sail and say it's time to leave. Okay, looks like to me also, is that like a paper? I was almost like he's saying, look, I don't know why that look like paper. That look like a paper, like he writing something. To me, I'm putting there instantly. It's like it's time to go in his actions. He got 8 of Wands, and understand that he might have to start writing this Dear John letter, letting it go. Why he's making these plans to, again, in his actions, it might be a little karmic-y, you might call it karmic-y, but this is a hard lesson that I think with this person understanding that he has been manipulated so, and I think he has shown his hand so much that he's got to do the Kenny Rogers thing. Know when to fold him, know when to hold him, know when to walk away, know when to run. That's where his wisdom has come. He's got to be able to do that poker face, like Lady Gaga said. He's been so much out there on display, rather he has done it or other people has done it. He's gotten to the point to understand, I got to hold my hand. I can't let people know what's my next move no more. Okay, so if my next move is that I'm getting ready to leave and I'm going to do this Dear John letter, then I can't let everybody know what's going on. All these karmics, these friends, these families, her friend, her family, those things, when I'm talking about in that situation, the distortedness, the distorted friends, the distorted family members from his side, her side, all that. So right now, that's why I tell you all on Facebook, you cannot be all getting upset. Look like they all booed up. She doing a daggone video, got the sun in the background talking about booed up. So they playing booed up in the background, And the divine masculine say, if you could really get in touch with me and talk to me either again through the mind, without us being able to, oh Lord, get my words there. That's how I know I'm in it. To be able to talk to you all through the mind, telepathically, thank you. If I could be able to talk to you telepathically, you hear me saying, this is just a joke. Right now I've got a poker face. Because I've been manipulated, so I'm no more showing my hand no more. You don't know what's going on. He probably don't even know when you talking to him. Everything fine. Look like he's still in it to win it, to be in the third party situation, or that karmic situation, as you call it, that distortion situation. And he seems like he's in it, so you don't know what's actually going on. I want to investigate this wands just to make sure that I feel like I'm on the right path, but I believe that I am. This 8 of wands. Okay, speed, movement, striving towards the goal, transfer, traveling in the mind. See, like I say, he's thinking. This way it look like to be, he planning. It's some paper. When I look at this, it looks like paper. And that's what it makes scary. He's got to really release. I see paper in his hand. So either he getting the papers together to whatever he's got to do. He's in his mind. He's planning. Or he's saying, again, at the end of the day, he know a Dear Jane letter has got to be written, okay, about this. But again, he's not going to let you know what's going on. Let's get a kind of eye-opening into what's actually going on with this. What's going on with this divine masculine here? Clear. What's going on? Can you give me some idea? Okay. Woo. Oh, Lord. Got 2 ways it throwed it. Give me all of this. Okay, so right now he's really into the job. So right now he might be using that job as a cover. He might just like really every day he working in this third party energy of his distorted partner is looking like, really? I mean, what you at the job like yesterday? So you back there again? It's like, yeah. You know, we doing X, Y, and Z at the job. We making some changes and stuff. And so now, you know, I'm at the job, so I ain't got no time to be home. Okay, he may be there, he may not. He might be meeting up with the lawyer. He might be finding some ways of looking at other partners, apartments and place to go or something. So he's using that job to me as I'm looking as to cover up. Or he's using that job to get more and more into it to kind of escape from what's going on with him. It's putting it all together. In his emotions, he putting it all together. I told you. To me, I still say this dude is planning. He's planning. Definitely would not get on there. To me, I still feel like this dude is like, I'm tired of being manipulated. Everybody else has been telling me what to do. My distorted mama, my distorted father, my distorted friends. They partners distorted friends and family and stuff. And it's like, you know what? I can stand no more. Okay? This is what it is. And his emotions, he's getting fiery. He getting fired up. As the kids say, he getting fired up. He getting ready. Like, that sucker is them I'm seeing they showing me like a stove. They done turn it up, the burners underneath there, like on a heater, water heater. It's like, shh. Say, don't worry about it. I'm cooking up this emotions, these waters within me. It's something that's about to cool out. Because again, this tower here, this to me look like he's looking at it. It's like I'm looking for it to happen. I'm really looking for it. You say, well, it's a tower, but it look like he said, like he knows something. Like it's about to implode in a couple of minutes, or it's about to come falling down. But I know it, and he's also understanding he's being vulnerable. I told you about this vulnerability. In order, before he looked at vulnerability as an enemy, this person now is looking at this divine masculine is looking at vulnerability as a empowerment. It's a secret sauce. It's a secret weapon about this. And now saying it's okay to be vulnerable, okay? But it's at the right time about how he wants to be able to showcase himself, this new self that he's in. Because like I said before, it was taught to him that's not a good thing, okay? So now let's look at the next thing, which is, can you give me a little bit more of how's this all playing out? What is this? Clear. Give me some insight, divine masculine male that I'm talking to. He's saying this false person here is fanning the flames and it's getting heat. It's like the heat is, they say, the heat is on. Do. The heat is on. Do. Heat is on. Do. It's on the street. The heat is boom. on the do 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 do. So the heat is on. The flames is on him. He tired of this on his back. He's tired of being this false person. This person here again, that is the distorted partner. Okay, this distorted partner. What else would you want me to tell me? Ooh, God, I had it. This is divine truth. This is the truth here. Okay, this is divine because it hit the flow. I got this from another one that's talking about this. He's gotten a message. I told you something about this writing. He's got a message. Maybe that was the letter that he got. Message from spirit about love, about him being the main male. How he could become the male man. Because again, where he is there, he's looking at, he's got pictures, the way we were, things of how they used to be. Okay. He's want to really be standing in his power. He understand that really this child or in the past or previously, this thought of where he was at, it was not really truly helping him to gain power. It was keeping him in poverty. It was keeping him being less than or not really being able to gain, like they say, gainfully employment or to really have this wealth or this abundance again. He was using old tools here. These childhood wounds was helping to keep him there as well. And so things people was getting over like a fat cat over here, and it's helping him to keep him in that kind of thinking of superstitious thinking. Well, if I do this, this always happens. So why should I try? So that's the other thing that goes back to him about this discouragement. Well, I tried in the past, but then I failed. Okay, well, that was in the past. You didn't have the tools that you have now. So he know that he's ready to change. Okay, he's ready. He's getting his bags packed. He's ready to go for move from a location. I told you I pick up some kind of way with this divine masculine. Some of them have been looking at apartments. They've been slowly looking at other places for them to live, or they've been looking for other places. They think about really truly relocating, or they've truly been looking for. Okay, all right then. And then, okay, I see. And then it's really time for him to go. So he's really thinking about moving. This one here is like, whatever I'm doing, I'm going to have to leave. Okay, so he's leaving for that midnight train to Georgia, okay? But he knows that he feels like in despair. He's really scared. He don't know if anybody's going to take him. Here comes this dog again. We're questioning this loyalty, this friendliness. And again, being in authority again. But it's right there. It's there. Again, he feels like in some ways he's on his own soapbox. He probably didn't talk to himself to death about some things. And he's like, okay, this ain't working. That disparity here. Again, he wants this new beginning. This child could represent a new beginning as well. This is innocence again, starting all over again. Really, truly believing that Santa Claus exists. Margaret, because some kind of way of being in this situation, he's lost his innocence in that. He's lost his innocence. And to me, when I look at this, it's like gaining it back. I want to get it back because, again, people have manipulated me. People have taken advantage of me. This divine masculine has like a big old child within him, but right now it has been pushed to grow up by being in this distorted partnership, dealing with these people, and he hasn't truly been able to access his own inner child. It's a lot of child in here. I've tried, again. But in order for you to do that, it might take a little bit of a both. Okay, I'm an adult now, and I might just have to use my child as my guide. But, again, as far as how I can get into that, those moments of being a child, okay, I got confirmation. Those moments of being a child, you cannot regain again. That's over with. But what you can do is do things to kind of honor yourself, dishonor the things that your inner child wants you to do. And a lot of times, if you like myself, the inner child is within you, and they're really telling you, hey, I don't like this. They'll tell you right out the bat, I don't want to do this no more. I don't find no fun in this. I'm tired of going to school. Like mine did say, when do I just be? When did I be a child? I've never had this from growing up all the way in there. Always people are asking me to do this, advice, this way, that way. When do I get time to just be? So that's, again, if you listen to them, they'll kind of guide you and tell you. And that's why even with myself, I kind of pull back and I try to find ways that I can just be, because the inner child is saying, we have been doing this for life. For my mother and father, my mother was relying upon me to kind of give her advice. A lot of stuff was going on between her and dad. So this stuff kind of triggers things with within me as far as my childhood wounding. It's like, okay, here it is. I feel like I'm being exploited, and I don't see any kind of give back also from something I do from you all sometimes, and not all, but when I'm looking for the results that I'm looking for, it's not matching up. That lets me know, okay, keep on at it. Okay, so that's another thing about that. The divine has gotten to that. So now let's look at that enough on me in my divine masculine-ish, how I feel energies have been taken advantage of. Let's look and see about what's advice for source. Let's go into advice from source. Advice from source is what? Clear. What's the advice from source? What about as far as this relationship? What they want them to do? They want them to become into their lighthearted energies. I think that came out for the divine masculine energies too, for the overall there. Said play. So they've been doing a lot of work but haven't been played. Can I get a clarification as to why you're telling the divine masculine, this divine masculine, to do this? Extend your lighthearted energy too. I think again, like to me, it's saying to me, it's like turn your attention to your object of your affection, of your heart too, as well, and then that kind of help to lighten up things within you, because things are so very heavy around you. Okay, we got a story here. The reason why Spirit is saying that is because it wants you to get more into your divine masculine energies. It wants you to release the divine masculine energies that you have grown up to know, which is not really truly the true definition of who you are now. Okay, so you got to release it and you got to receive it. They want you to also be able to receive things in your divine feminine energies, which we've seen that a lot. So you can be able to let things go with the flow and to level up. They also say it's divine timing. It's time. It's about, I can hear somebody say, it's about time you doing this. It's about time you start releasing some things that no longer serve you. That's not really on your timeline. That does not go along with your schedule and dating of everything. You got a lot of things that's there that really needs to be off the, you need to clear the schedule, as they say here, so you can reobtain and go to the next level as well. So this is divine timing there. We got to rely on that for this altogether. Understand that you need to get to the point that things that don't serve you. So while you're making those kind of next steps and strategies in life, where we got chess there that helps you to really get into the window of your soul here, and we're seeing what life is actually serving you. You got to see, instead of you saying it is what it is, nah, I'm the one who determines it is what it is. Not life doing it to me or like you doing it to me. I'm the one who determines this. So again, you determine the pieces of the board that need to stay there so you can be able to have to be victorious or to have a winning end, or winning edge, as I'm hearing them say. You need to also observe some things too about matters of the heart, like what things is happening to you that makes your heart heavy, and what are some things that happen to make your heart light. Okay, if you think with this distorted partner, once upon a time she made your heart light. Now let's check. Let's take another check. You know, a lot of times when you go into things, they tell you check it in the beginning and check it at the end. Okay, so now it's time for us to take another energy check in. Okay, so now what's the energy like? No, she don't make my heart light. Okay, now start thinking about the divine feminine. Mine is about you thinking that she might not want you now, or about what scars in there. Why does she make her? And they get that goofy smile. Okay, now there's your answer. So who you need to be with? The divine feminine? Well, okay, if that's the one that give you that goofy smile with you, and she got you up there doing that, then okay, it's time to make that extra strategy. Let go of this distorted partner. Okay, mine is about what's going on the outside and how you think she's going to receive you. This is where you need to go. Okay, and like I said, the divine feminine. Right. That's the one that gives you that goofy smile and helps you to get into your childhood like wonderment. Then that's where Spirit wants you to go. What's the message clear from the mermaids? What do they want you to know? What does Spirit want you to do? The message from the mermaids. They want you to do what? That's so cute. Follow the person that gives you the goofy smile. Okay, contemplation. Watch this contemplation. That is the devil. Good for you. Too much thought, too much thinking And it's not got no, I'm hearing Dad saying, if it ain't got no production in it, if it's not productive, then you need to let that go. Like Teddy P. I think you better let it go. If it ain't productive, then you shouldn't be doing it. If it's not productive contemplation and it's spinning your wheels to help you to stay in where you at, hey, let it go. But if it's spinning your wheels and helping you to, like they said, to come up with that paper, it's helping you to do this Kenny Rogers, know when to fold, know when to walk away, so you could be in this poker face, or you contemplating, okay, now what's my next hand? Fine, okay. Then also here comes this innocence. They really want you to go back to, again, this childlike. Again, go with the person, again, that helps to put that goofy smile on your face. If that ain't the one, and they're not helping you to get in your innocence, because your child is screaming all through this here reading here. They're saying, you know, you want out, you're not following that, you're not honoring the childlikeness. Again, you didn't have so many people manipulate you, you don't even know, you know, which way is up. Like today's word was compass. What's your real true compass in life and things? And like I said, your child, your inner child, always know the trueness of where you need to go, or where it wants to makes you happy. They got that on lock, okay? I know that for a fact. Okay, so the next thing is clear. For my Mystic Bees, sorry, I did see the answer there. Let's see what they're telling us that we need to do. Okay, and they're saying serendipity. Again, let these events, they said about divine timing. The Spirit is saying again, just let things happen. Just let things flow. It's intended to help the consciousness creators and tap more deeply into the intuitive gifts. So they're saying let things serendipitously appear and happen. That means it's just connected. Just don't know how it is. My favorite movie that always helps me to keep in touch with that understanding of letting things just flow the way they are, or they're going to some kind of way find themselves happen again, is Adjustment Bureau. I love that movie. It's all about serendipitous events happening to get two lovers back together. And even the divine masculine in that one, he gotten to the point that he was just like, you know what? Who says we're not supposed to be together? We're supposed to be together. I don't understand why something would force us to not be together, but then at the same time put us back together on this path. So that means somebody, he was talking about the Adjustment Bureau. That was the men that was supposed to come there to change, help the book in which everybody's in, to make sure that they're following their path. And if they get off the course, they're supposed to come along to help them to get back on the course. That's one of my favorite movies. And I think of Twin Flame movies as well. Okay, so that is the end on this one. So if this feels like it is, I'll say it again. If this feels like this is your person, wonderful. Again, if this does not resonate, guess what? Do like Johnny Cochran said. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Okay? All right, then. Don't forget about that. We're also doing our event on 12/12. It's 12 p.m. Central Time, and it only costs $12.12. Go to Divine Unisouls 11.co if you are interested in signing up and attending this course again. We have as our guests, it really is also presented by the Playground Experience. That's Kathy D, myself, and April Williams. That's going to be hosting this and giving you all the good information that you need. We have also Benita that is also joining us, and we also have David, a soul mission. So we also have a divine masculine that is on board too, so you can get that information from them as well. I'm gonna try to, something tells me I better contact one more person too. I'm gonna see how he doing as well. So this is what we have. And so again, this is a great event. You want to be there. This is called Bringing in the Divine Order into the New Year. A lot of us need to know as far as what we think we know, but we also have to help us to be able to prepare for this new year that's coming on, because again, from my understanding, this new year is going to come in fast and the furious. And I already told you, starting in January, it's drafting. Source wants to know who's with us and who's not with us. Okay? It's going to be simple like that. And if you with us, they like, I got you. We'll hold on, strap in, and we're going from this. But if you're a person that's not in that's not in for this one, I don't know why all of a sudden you got dark, whatever. If you're not into this, again, you know, hey, I don't know how it's going to look for you, because I really don't want to even concentrate on that, because I want to be in the, they say I want to be in that number that is. Not the one that's not. Okay. All right, then. This is my last one for today. All right. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste. Namago. Love you.